me fear where we're going. If you are not afraid, say, Labour Party! If you are not afraid, if I ask you, who do you want? You say, Abure. Labour Party, who do you want? Abure. Labour Party, who do you want? Abure. Labour Party, who do you know? Abure. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, you can have your seats. Distinguished members of the press, ladies and gentlemen, this is a due season arrangement. And of course, as fast as possible, like I told you earlier, this is going to be one of the fastest press briefing in the history of the Labour Party. If you agree, say ah. Therefore, ladies and gentlemen, with the honor bestowed on me as the microphone chief, I'd like to say, Mr. Chairman, you're welcome for your speech. Thank you.
Labour Party! Let me once more acknowledge the National Secretary of our party, the Deputy National Chairman, Vice Chairman, Deputy Secretaries, and all other members of the National Working Committee here present. Let me acknowledge the presence of our State Chairman, our State Secretaries. Let me especially welcome our guests, stakeholders, and some elected officers who are here present today. We decided that we are going to have this neck meeting, and we just concluded our deliberations. And for the purpose of the press, because we appreciate that today is Monday and you'll be very busy. And so we have decided to abridge the program so that we can address the press and so that you can go about your other lawful duties. So I'm going to make my speech now, and this will be followed by the adopted resolutions from this neck that will be presented to the press by the National Secretariat of the Party. My speech today is titled, "The Beautiful Ones Are Not Yet Born in Nigeria." A speech delivered by Barrister Julius Abure to the National Executive Council next meeting held on the 9th day of September 2024 at the national headquarters of our party, the Labour Party. I stand before you today with a heavy heart, but with an unshakable resolve to continue to defend the party and defend the dignity of our party. I stand not just as your national chairman, but as a guardian of the principles that hold our great party together. The principles, unity, justice, and integrity of our party. We are at a critical moment in the life of our party. Recent events have shown that those who should stand with us in the fight for a better, restructured, organized and united party have chosen a different path. A path not of unity, but of division. I speak of course, of the illegal gathering that took place in Abure State, an attempt to create a rift within our party, led by no other than His Excellency Peter Otti and the governor of Abure State, Alex Otti. This meeting held without the authority or consent of the National Executive Council and sought to install a so-called new leadership. Let me be clear. This action was not just illegal, it was a betrayal of everything the Labour Party stands for. A reward for loyalty with ingratitude, a reward for support with insubordination. The Labour Party has always been a beacon of hope for the oppressed, the marginalized, and the voiceless in Nigeria. Our mandate is to unite this country, not divide it. Yet, here we are, faced with a situation where individuals who benefited immensely from the trust and support of this great party now work to destabilize it from within. This is why I say the beautiful ones are not yet born in Nigeria. For those who have chosen to align themselves with this illegal action, I urge them to reconsider their actions of creating division. It's not just a political maneuver, it is a dangerous game. A game that, if allowed to continue, will dig a hole too deep for us to find out. Division within the Labour Party is division within Nigeria. And make no mistake, the consequences of such action will not only affect the future of this party, but the future of those who want to run the election under the platform of this party. The Labour Party was built on the backs of honest Nigerians who believe in the possibility of a better tomorrow. We are a party of vision, a party of unity, and a party that represents the true interests of the people. Those who seek to tear us apart with backroom deals and illegal meetings must not be allowed to do so. What message does it send to Nigerians when meetings meant to divide us are held in Abure State, a state that has become a symbol of resilience at a time when this nation is struggling with ethnic divisions? Such actions do not promote unity, they deepen the wounds of distrust. Nigerians are watching and they will not be silent. We cannot afford to play politics with the future of our party. I call on all true members of Labour Party to stand firm. This is not the time for betrayal. It is the time for solidarity. We must reject the actions of those who, for their own interests, seek to weaken us, seek to divide the party, seek to share it and divide it in piecemeal. I remain committed to leading this party in the right direction, one that aligns with the hope and aspirations of Nigerians. We have much work to do. The beautiful ones are not yet born in Nigeria, but they will be born through our collective efforts. We must nurture this party, for it is the only true vessel that can deliver the change Nigeria so desperately needs. I have watched with astonishment a viral video where the governor of Abure State, His Excellency Dr. Otti, stated that he was told by INEC that Edo and Odo elections for Labour Party are in jeopardy due to my mismanagement of uploading polling unit agents. In my usual way, or in my usual style, I would not have responded to the statement. But for the records, and for the manner in which that video have gone viral, it is imperative on my part for the future for us to put the records straight. Following the controversies with the Edo Guba candidates, the access code for uploading of polling unit agents for Edo was handed over to Barrister Olumide Agbada to enable him to upload his polling unit agents. We have acknowledgement letters that was used to forward that access code to Barrister Olumide Agbada. I was not, and the party was never involved in the uploading of polling unit agents for Edo State election. The access code for uploading polling unit agents have equally been handed over by INEC to the Ondo Guba candidates. In the same video, Dr. Alex Otti also referred to the flouting of a Supreme Court judgment, which according to him may affect our party candidates in 2027 general election. I want to say clearly that I'm not aware of such Supreme Court judgment. I've never cited it. I was not a party to it. Who are the parties to that judgment? We didn't know. And that's why today I stand in my honor to challenge His Excellency Dr. Alex Otti, the governor of Abure State, to make available to the public the Supreme Court judgment that he talked about that necessitated his action. However, if he is referring to the so-called consent judgment being paraded by Femi Falana, SCN, and the Nigeria Labour Congress, then I need to school him as follows. Because it will appear as if he was speaking from the point of ignorance. I would therefore need to properly educate him on the issue of this consent judgment. The terms of settlement made judgment of court in 2017 have been fully complied by the Convention of 2019. The only viable thing in that consent judgment was that we should have an all-inclusive convention. And if you look at the composition of the convention, if you look at the constitution of the party, composition of national convention, it already defines who and who should participate and be in the national convention. And so that agreement, we have fulfilled it, and we had our convention in 2019. Moreover, the Court of Appeal in 2022, in appeal number CA ABJ CV 702/2022, between Comrade Salisu Mohammed and Chief Callisto Sukafo and 13 others, described that consent judgment as an abuse of court process. I therefore want to challenge Alex once more that if he has something contrary to this position, he should present it to members of the public for us to scrutinize it and for us to look at it. The second agreement between the current leadership and NSC in 2021 have been respected by the party, and we have complied with that agreement over 90%. In terms of settlement, has been fully complied with. It is only even the Nigeria Labour Congress that have not fulfilled a single part of that agreement. In that agreement, the NSC was supposed to withdraw all their cases against the Labour Party, but they refused to withdraw any of such cases. But Labour Party, in a magnanimity, in the spirit of reconciliation, in the spirit of moving together so that we can be united in 2021, we comply with that agreement by absorbing all their members as was agreed in that consent judgment. I also want to quickly add that even that consent judgment, even that terms of agreement, is also a subject matter that is now before the courts. On the basis of the foregoing, therefore, I'm wondering where Dr. Alex Otti is getting his facts. However, I must urge him to double-check his facts before going to the media. Because at that level, it is shocking and astonishing that he could make such a wide pronouncement that touches on the image of the party, that touches on the integrity of the party, that touches on the leadership of this party, that touches on individual character in this party without double-checking. And that's why I want to challenge him for the third time that he should make his facts available so that we can scrutinize it, deal with it, and then we take it from there. On the basis of the foregoing, therefore, however, I must urge him that he should double-check his facts before going to the media. And we want to hear also advise him that he needs to moderate his desperation. We hereby advise him that he needs to moderate his desperation to forcefully, illegally, desperately usurp and take over the leadership of the party. I must seize this opportunity to make some clarifications on some few issues. I and the party have been accused of being responsible for Peter Obi's failure in the 2023 general election. They have stated that the campaign, election donations, and funds for the payment of agents were mismanaged by the party. Hence, Peter Obi failed in the 2023 general election. I have ordinarily refused to make comment on this because I believe that as a leader, leadership is taking responsibility. And I believe that we're all one and that I should generally take responsibility for the actions of this party. But recent events have shown that we will be doing this party and we'll be doing ourselves injustice if we continue to keep quiet on all of these issues. So that's why we have decided to come out clean to make some of these clarifications. Let me make it categorically clear that campaign funds were disbursed, administered in the southern states by the leadership of the campaign council, first led by Doyi Ukube, and secondly, under the control of Ake Oshuto. While the funding of the campaign for the 19 northern states were handled by the vice presidential candidate of the party, Dati Baba Ahmed. The funding of the election itself was done by Peter Obi himself. The party was never involved in the distribution of those resources. Our interest was to see how we can produce a president for the party. However it was done, we didn't bother ourselves about it. Hence, we gave them free hands. Whoever they trusted, whoever they wanted to entrust their resources to, we didn't want to bother ourselves with it. We followed them sheepishly. We followed them loyally and allowed them to administer the funds of the campaign for the election and so on and so forth. As per the donation, the party was not involved in the collection of any donation, campaign donations. Donations to the campaign were channeled to the following accounts: Obi Dati Ahmed campaign account, Zenith Bank 124-195-0451, Sterling Bank 0091657896, Heritage Bank 1400234900, Globus Bank 1000128194. The signatories to these accounts were Aisha Yusuf and Pastor Itwa Irudan. They were equally responsible for the payment of polling unit agents. The party did not even bother to pay its agents. We handed over the list to the campaign council and to those who were administering these funds to pay polling unit agents that worked for the presidential election. Consequently, it is mischievous for any person to accuse me at the party for mismanaging of these funds. At no time did the party or its officials engage in any financial transaction as it relates to the presidential campaign. At this stage, it will be safe for me to conclude that I and my colleagues at the level of this end of the UC was elected in the convention of our party held on the 27th day of March 2024. And we will therefore defend the mandate that has been given to us freely by members of this party.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
I want to say categorically that no governor that we gave tickets can harass us out of office.
Yes, sir. Good talk.
No governor, no matter how highly placed, will come and with a fiat dissolve the National Working Committee, dissolve state councils, dissolve local government councils, dissolve world executive, even military governments.
Yes, sir.
And so I must state categorically,
yes, sir,
that mandate that was given to us on March 27th, the leadership of this party, under my leadership, we will defend it, and I want to assure you that we will reclaim it, and we will be here and produce the next president.
Amen.
Together, we will continue to build this party onto a formidable force, one that truly represents the interest of Nigerians. And I must say again and again that the beautiful ones are not yet there. But their best is near.
Yes, sir.
And it will be through the Labour Party,
yes, sir,
that they will rise,
yes, sir,
and lead this country to El Dorado. Thank you.
Nigeria go better when the Labour Party
seated for the presentation of the resolutions to the press. I will now employ the Secretariat to make that presentation.
Labour Party. Labour Party. National Secretary, members of National Working Committee, members of NEC, gentlemen of the press. My name is Innocent Sondo Keke, the National Deputy Secretary to our party. I hereby present the adopted resolution of this NEC. The resolution adopted at the end of the National Executive Council NEC of Labour Party held on Monday, 9 September 2024 at the National Secretariat, Otti, Abure. The NEC meeting was attended by members of the National Working Committee, national officers of the party, state chairmen and secretaries, stakeholders of the party, and the other co-opted members of the National Executive Council, provided by Article 13A of the party constitution. At the end of the meeting, the following resolutions were approved and adopted. 1. The NEC in section, after reviewing the purported stakeholder meeting held in Abure State, condemned the conveners of the meeting and thereafter dissociated itself from the outcome of the so-called stakeholder meeting in Abure State, where the National Working Committee, the National Executive Council, the State Council, the local government and ward executive of the party were purportedly dissolved and a so-called caretaker committee was set up. The NEC in council, the NEC in season, note that the governor of Abure State, His Excellency Alex Otti, who convened the meeting, do not have the power within the party constitution as provided in Article 14(4)(b), which gives power to call meeting only to the National Secretary with the approval of the National Chairman. The NEC in session further reiterated that the governor of Abure State do not even have the power to call his ward executive meeting without the approval and the consent of his ward chairman. The meeting contravenes the provision of Section 82(1)(2)(a) of the Electoral Act 2020, which provides as follows. 82(1). Every registered political party shall give the Commission at least 21 days notice of any convention, congress, conference, or meeting convened for the purpose of merger and electing member of its executive committee, other governing body, or nominating candidate for any of its elective offices specified. 2. The Commission may, with or without prior notice to the political party, attend and observe any convention, congress, conference, or meeting which is convened by a political party for the purpose of A, electing members of its executive committee or other governing bodies. 2. Article 17 of the Labour Party Constitution provide how members of the National Working Committee, State Executive Committee, and all the other officers of the party can be removed. For the avoidance of doubts, Article 17 of our party constitution provides as follows. The national chairman of the party may be suspended or removed from office on a vote of no confidence passed by at least two-thirds majority at the National Convention, convened solely for the consideration only for such motion. 2. Any other national officer or officers of the party may be removed by 2/3 of the majority of the vote cast by the members at the convention or national executive council. 3. The state officer or officers may be removed by 2/3 majority of vote cast by the state congress. 4. Local government officer or officers may be removed by 2/3 majority of vote cast by the local government congress. 5. The ward officer or officers may be removed by 2/3 of vote cast by the ward congress. NEC in session condemn in strong terms the conveners of the purported meeting in Abure State who dwell in illegality, and therefore all the outcome of the meeting amount to nullity, and the party is hereby dissociating itself from the conveners and the outcome of the meeting. NEC in session note that there is no vacuum in leadership of the party. The party has conducted its national convention in line with the party's constitution, Electoral Act, and Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria on the 27th March 2024 at Nnewi, Anambra State, which has been validated by a federal high court sitting in Abuja. Consequently, NEC in session therefore call on the Honorable Chairman of INEC, Professor Mahmoud Yakub, to stop aiding and abetting the Governor of Abure State and His Excellency and His Otti to further cause damage to the party. NEC in session also note that His Excellency Dr. Alex Otti have constantly quoted the INEC chairman as saying that the tenure of officers of the party has expired, which His Excellency Alex Otti said has necessitated his calling of the meeting and setting up a caretaker committee. On the basis of the foregoing, therefore, NEC in session hereby call on all teaming members and supporters and members of the general public to kindly disregard the so-called meeting and its outcome. NEC in session hereby reimpose confidence in the leadership of Barrister Julius Abure's led National Working Committee and urge all party members to continue to respect the leadership of the party and obey its lawful directives. 4. NEC in session hereby delegates its power to fill vacant position in the NWC. NEC in session also approve the conduct of the state, local government, and world congress as may be scheduled by the National Working Committee in line with the party's constitution and other extant laws. NEC in session also approve the composition of its disciplinary committee as provided in Constitution. 7. NEC in session also approve the review of some disciplinary action taken against some members in the spirit of reconciliation. 8. I take again, NEC in session also review the decision of the National Convention to reserve its... Let me take it again. 8. NEC in session also review the decision of the National Convention to reserve its presidential and governorship ticket to Peter Gregory Obi and Alex Otti respectively. Consequently, all tickets of the party from presidency to the House of Assemblies are open to all qualified Nigerians. NEC in session also grant the National Working Committee power to take disciplinary action against any member that brings the party to disrepute. This resolution is hereby signed by Barrister Julius Abure and Omar Farouk. National Secretary, and Chairman, respectively.
That's it. Labour Party! Forward ever! I think we'll go straight to the questions. We have 3 questions from the electronics and 2 from the print. So first electronics, let's go. Where do you represent? Hold on, we are radio, just hold on. Yes, you stand by. I need television, boy. You said what? Stand by. Let the electronic people speak, please. If they don't have, they can run. Okay, Prince, go, you go, then you follow. Okay, you for the 3rd person.
National Channel. My question, my name is Studio, please. Wait now. By number 8 of your resolution, you mean to say that Peter Obi and Alex Otti have been yanked off that privilege? Let's just get it straight. Leave you from mean anything.
Let me take it.
Okay, young man, let's go.
All right. My caller is my name, and I report for Wazubia. This we believe is NEC meeting, and NEC is the highest organ of the party. I was hoping I would meet Abure State Governor and Peter Obi and the rest here. Were they not invited, or are they not members of the NEC? That is one. Secondly, Nigerians are worried that when we say like APC, like PDP, like the Labour Party, how will you restore the confidence with this controversy surrounding the leadership of your National Working Committee? How will you restore the confidence Nigeria have on Labour Party? And lastly, are you not scared to lose Abure State Governor to another party with this vacuum in your party? Thank you.
Okay, hold on. Punch, are you ready? Yes. All right.
All right, a follow-up to what my colleague said. Already there are speculations in the media that Governor Otti and Peter Obi might be on their way to the PDP, going by some consultation. But how are you managing this crisis to ensure that that doesn't happen, or are you actually prepared to have other candidates in their stead?
TVC, please.
Thank you very much. So my question is your resolution 9. Where you said NEC in session will also grant the National Working Committee powers to disciplinary action against any member that plays the party to this. So I wanted to ask, just in case we have somebody like Governor Alex Otti and Peter Obi, who probably is in the storm of days, is the party ready to wield that big hammer on them, irrespective of what might happen? Yes. Not minding what the consequence of might actually come after.
Let's
follow up. Yes. If you describe the meeting as illegal and non-void, what kind of disciplinary action are you looking at taking? You're going to suspend them? Going to
okay, thank you. Okay, let's go. It's okay.
It's okay, please.
It's okay. Mr. Chairman, please. Your response.
Well, as per the first question, we have not yanked off Alex Otti and Peter Obi. We have simply said that the doors of the party are open to others, which is democratic. If you look at section 221 and section 222 of the 1999 Constitution, it makes it clear that every political party is open to all Nigerians. Yes. The Labour Party constitution is equally clear that you cannot deprive people who may be interested in running for an elective office in the party. And so what we have done simply is to open the window to accommodate more people. You will agree with me that democracy is about numbers. The more, the merrier. The more people we have, the better for the party and for even the candidates themselves. Because if you emerge from a competitive process, it gives you more confidence and it shows that you are the best. And Labour Party have always maintained that why APC and PDP have failed is because they suppress competition and skew their primaries towards one individual. And we feel that since our party is different, we should not be saying we're behaving in the same way. And that's why we have simply thrown the party open for all and such. Yes, as for this meeting, yes, they were all invited for the meeting. It is one thing to invite people for the meeting. It's for another thing for them to attend the meeting. So I must make it clear that they were all invited for the meeting. All those that were supposed to be here.
Where's the camera?
Are here. And you will agree with me that we have formed quorum in this meeting. All members of the National Working Committee are here, except for two that have an assignment outside Nigeria. State chairmen are here, state secretaries are here, other stakeholders are equally here. And so the meeting is well constituted, and quorum for any meeting, as per the provision of the Constitution, is 1/3 of those who are supposed to be present in that meeting. And so we are very comfortable with this meeting, and we are even more than 2/3. So this meeting is well constituted, and we are happy that we are here today. Yes, as to restore the confidence of Nigerians in the party. Chairman. Yes, like I said in my opening remarks, every organization has its evolutionary process. Political activities are dynamic, and so I see this as a period of trial for the party, as a period that the party is having challenges. It's an evolutionary period for the party. I want to believe that it's a passing phase, and I believe that the party will get over this phase and will be stronger and better. And I want to say clearly that comparatively, the crisis in this party, when compared with others, you will agree with me that us is relatively better than others. So I must assure you that Nigerians will see this as a process that the party needs to go through, and we are going through them, and I'm sure that this phase will be out of the party very, very soon. You will agree with me that this party has been under attack since after the general election. We've had one crisis or the other, but I'm happy that we've been able to surmount those crises, and I'm sure that after this one, we'll come out stronger and better. As to being afraid, whether we lose the governor of Abure State and PO, like I said, the party is dynamic. Like I said, this process is the evolutionary period for the party. And the party is growing and is still growing. And we believe that all of this will make the party stronger and will make it better. I must state here clearly the respect of the discipline that we talked about. The party is supreme. And every member of the party is supposed to live and play by the rules of the party. Nigeria is in comatose, Nigeria is in trouble because we don't obey rules. Because we have a lot of, there's no discipline, financial discipline, attitudinal discipline, and whatnot in the country. And that's why we are where we are today. And if we are saying that Labour Party will make the difference, we are determined to really and truly make that difference. And that difference will start from us. It will start from the way we conduct ourselves as a party and as members of the party. As to what kind of disciplinary measures that we take, I think it is too premature for us to be asking this question. The constitution of the party is clear. Like we said, we already have disciplinary committee in place. It will be prejudicial for me. It will be unprofessional for me. And will not be good for me as a leader to preempt whatever decision other people may want to take, or the organs of the party may want to take. And so, for me, I feel that is still too premature. The unfolding events will determine the decision that the party will take. We've seen instances where political actors quarrel, and in the next moment, they put their differences aside and work together as one family. And therefore, for me, as we move towards the bridge, we definitely cross the bridge when we get to that bridge.
Chairman sir, please. One thing is very germane here, sir. It was in this particular hall where you said that P2B remains sole presidential candidate for Labour Party 2027. And today, sir, are you saying that the NEC has overridden what you
That's what it says. Yes. No, please.
It has been answered in
Hold on. Let's go.
Sir, the committee is led by the Abure Umar.
The Nadi Usman
Committee, have they reached out to you? Or you don't reckon with them at all?
Well, like I said, democracy is about number. The more the merrier. There's no doubt about it. Whoever reaches out to me, I want to assure you that I will embrace them. We are leaders of the party, and we appreciate the fact that the more people we have supporting us, the better for us. The more united we are, the better for the party and the better for us.
I'll see you by here.